In this Playwright tutorial, we are going to discuss how to handle iframes, and also I am going to discuss about how to drag and drop elements in Playwright. So let's navigate to the web browser. We will see the manual scenario first. So we will navigate to jqueryui.com/droppable first. Then here if you scroll down, so here we have two elements. One is drag me to target. So this is a source element, and drop here is a destination element. So simply we can take this source element and we can drop inside the destination element. So this is a scenario, overall scenario, guys. So I will go to the VS Code. Let's create a Playwright test now. Under the tests folder, I'm creating iframe, then drag and drop dot spec.js. That's it, guys. Then I will go to the first test spec file. So here I will copy the test and I will come back to the iframe drag and drop spec file. So here I will keep the only skeleton of the Playwright test. And here I will update the test name as handle iframes in Playwright. And I'll say here drag and drop. So that's it, guys. So firstly, we have to navigate to the URL. So here I'm using goto method. By using that, we will open the browser and we will navigate to this URL. That's it. Now, if I go to the web browser and let me refresh this page. So I will open the DOM details now. So if I inspect the source element, and this is a destination element, below one is, and if I go a little bit up here, so here we have the iframe. Firstly, we have to identify the iframe, and then we have to switch to this particular iframe. Then we can perform actions on the elements which are there inside the iframe. So let's identify the iframe now. So here we are having the class equal to demo-frame. So I will take this particular value, class value, and simply I will press dot and the value. So we are able to identify the iframe by using the CSS selector. So here I will copy the CSS selector and I'll come down here. I'll say firstly we will find the iframe, then we will find the drag and, that is the source and destination element. Then finally we will perform the drag and drop the element. So that's it, guys. It is very simple. Now let's identify the iframe now. So here I will use the await. Sorry, I will not use the await here. So directly I will use the page dot. So here I'll say frame locator. And inside the frame locator method, I will pass the frame, whatever we have written the CSS selector to identify the iframe. Then I will assign back to the constant variable called iframe element. So that's it, guys. So we have identified the iframe now. Now we have to identify the source and destination element. And once we are having source and destination element, directly we can drag and drop the element into the destination side. So let's identify the source element now. So here I will inspect the source element. So if you see here, this particular div tag has the ID. So that's the reason ID equal to draggable. So I will simply use this ID equal to draggable and I will write the simple CSS selector. And I will remove the double quotes. I will put the single quotes. That's it, guys. So we are able to identify the source element, right? So it is highlighting the source element. To identify this particular drag, that's the source element, draggable element. So this element is present inside the iframe. So that's the reason I will use this particular iframe element. After that, I'm going to use the locator method. So firstly, we have to switch to this particular frame. By using this frame, we are going to find the source and destination element, and then we can perform the action. So here I'm saying iframe element. So we are using the frame. Then we are locating the element, that is the source element. So here I'm adding the source element locator value. Then I'm assigning back to the constant variable called, here I'll say drag element. In the similar way, let's identify the destination element, that is a droppable element. So here I'll say drop element, and here we will replace the ID. So I will go to the web page, and if I come down here, so it is highlighting the respective drop element. So simply I'll take this ID of the drop element and I'll add it here. That's it, guys. So we have the iframe and we have the source and destination elements. Now it is very easy. We can directly drag and drop the element. So we can use the await followed by, so here I'm using the drag element first, and followed by that I'm calling one method called drag to, and inside this we have to simply pass the drop element. That's it, guys. So we are done with most of the work here. So I will give some wait here. So here I'll say page dot wait for timeout. So that's it, guys. Now our test is ready. Now I will run the test now. So it is very simple. We have opened the URL, then we have identified the frame, then source and destination elements. Then we are simply dragging and dropping the element. If you see here, so this is perfectly working fine. So we are able to drag the source element into the destination side. So we are able to drop the element into the destination element. And also you can see here, our test is perfectly working fine and our test is getting passed, right? So this is how you can handle the iframes in Playwright, and also this is how you can drag and drop the element in Playwright.